How do you piece together the parts of a man capable of murder?
This is the evidence for the Brad Bishop case.
Detective Brian Stafford is taking you inside a room few ever see, Montgomery County's cold case evidence room.
It starts here, runs all the way back over here.
No other case has as many boxes, as many clues as the Bishop murders. A men's suit from Raleigh's, a coat from Britches, a travel diary, pajamas, toothpaste, and shaving cream.
This is CSI 1976. This was, at the time, state of the art.
With 5 victims and 3 different crime scenes in Maryland, North Carolina, and Tennessee, Stafford says detectives knew they had to carefully preserve hundreds of pieces of evidence: blood, hair, soil samples, even carpet fibers from the home where the killings happened.
If you find, like, fibers on the bodies, it might let you know what room they were in.
To avoid contamination, each box placed on a new piece of paper.
As you can see, we go through a lot of gloves.
And handled with a new set of gloves before it's sliced open.
The standards today are so much different that we go with the standards today. We don't go with the standards from yesterday.
Detective Stafford says investigators no longer cut blood samples out of clothing, would never write in permanent ink on a nightgown, or where they lifted fingerprints from a gas can bought in Maryland and found partially burnt near a shovel, a pitchfork, and the bodies in a shallow grave in North Carolina.
It's charred, it kind of still smells a little bit, all that kind of stuff. And that, you realize then, well, what he really did, for whatever reason, killing them wasn't enough. He had to drag them 300 miles and try to burn them, so that sort of brings it home more than anything.
Evidence showing these were real people with real problems. This is Brad Bishop's prescription medicine for anxiety.
But all this gray, black powder that's on here, that's all fingerprint dusts.
Found in Tennessee, inside the family's abandoned station wagon, covered in fingerprints, some captured on the rearview mirror.
You can sort of see like a blank area there. Somebody probably put a piece of tape down on that and lifted it off.
But as careful as they are, time is the enemy.
Gray stuff on the outside of the shaving kit, that's actually mold from the way it was originally packaged.
I look at the capabilities that we have today and compare them to what happened, what we had in 1976, which is the year I first became a police officer, and it's just night and day.
Tom Manger is Montgomery County's police chief.
Part of what our cold case folks do is make sure that the evidence that we have from these cases back in the 60s and 70s, that it is preserved appropriately, just in case we're able to move forward with a prosecution. So I'm confident that the evidence we have is going to be ready for trial should we ever make the arrest in the case.
Because Detective Stafford will need all of the evidence, big and small, old and new, pieced together to prove this man, Bradford Bishop, killed his entire family.